Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be my August TBR, and I am actually pretty excited for this. I only got 6 books. I got 1 self-pub, 1 manga, and a lot of fantasy, but a lot of these books are kind of smaller, so I think this is going to be a pretty solid month. This might be the last month before I get into my spooky season time where I try to read a bunch of scary books during like September, October, and November, because yeah. So the first book I'm going to read, and I'm actually starting to read it. I'm only 50 pages in, so I'm enjoying it so far. But I read, a couple years ago, I read the first 2 books to the Stormlight Archive, and I just never read book 3. And I actually have the 4 books, I just never started book 3, and I don't know. I thought about actually doing that this year, but I just never did. So instead, I am going to read Mistborn. Everyone talks about how Mistborn's really good, so I figured I'll give it a try. I feel like I'm going to be one of the last remaining booktubers, I guess, that is reading Mistborn, because I feel like everyone has read Mistborn and everyone talks about how good it is. So I decided I'm going to give it a try. I actually like the first 2 books of the Stormlight Archive. I think Words of Radiance might be one of the best sequels in fantasy in general, so that's kind of, maybe that's why I never read Oathbringer. I don't know. I'm gonna read Mistborn, and if I like the first Mistborn book, I'll probably read the other 2. I don't know when, but I would probably read the next 2 sometime this year to finish out the trilogy. But maybe next year I'll get into Oathbringer and Rhythm of War, I think the 4th book is called. I don't remember. Anyways, so this is the first book, Mistborn. I enjoy it so far. Like I said, only 50 pages in, so I got a while before I actually finish it. I am currently reading Vagabond. I have the first 3, like 3-in-1 mangas for them, and let's just say I am really liking it, and I'm getting into the second 3-in-1 of Vagabond, and I'm not gonna lie, I really like Vagabond. I'm looking forward to getting into this one again. Well, this one, I actually like how when you put them together, the spines like kind of match, but Vagabond, so far I really like it. I read all of Vinland Saga. I'm caught up to Vinland Saga. I'm currently reading, as you can tell, Berserk. I'm really liking Berserk, so I figured I need to read the last of the big 3 for like the adult content anime ones. I think that's what they were calling it. I don't remember. But yeah, I'm getting into Vagabond. I'm really liking Vagabond, and I cannot wait to get into this again. I think, I'm trying to remember when I want to take a break and get into like the second arc of One Piece or the Conviction arc or just something like that. I would like to get almost finished with Berserk soon because I really like Berserk, but we'll see. I'm really liking Vagabond. My store that I go to buy these, they actually have 4, 5, and 6, so I might buy those, and then I might read all those and then take a break. I don't know yet. I don't know. That's the struggle because I really like this. And so yeah, so I am doing the second book to Miss Peregrine's Home for Particular Children. I am reading the second book, Hollow City. I actually have the first 3 books for this, and I decided to try and read them all before the new year, which I have like 6 months to do it. This is like a palate cleanser kind of book. That's why it's fine. It's YA. It's my first YA book I've read in a long time, so I am enjoying it. I like the first book a lot. I did a review, check that out if you guys want. And I'm gonna probably do a full review of the first trilogy of this and see how I like it from there. But how first book ended was kind of like a cliffhanger because there's a lot of build up to the ending, and then there's like dang, I have to read the second book to actually find out what happens. So I'm pretty excited. As long as it's kind of like the first one where you get to see the cool pictures and the vibe is like the same, I think I'm gonna like the second book. We'll see. But I'm actually looking forward to reading this. I might read this after Mistborn. I don't know. How I have it stacked, this is how I'm probably gonna read all my books in order, just so you guys know ahead of time, because yeah. So this is gonna be my first sci-fi book I've read in years. I don't actually remember the last time I read a sci-fi book, sadly. But I did a video of 7 sci-fi books I would like to read, series. And well, he just released his 6th book, I think it is, and that is the Red Rising series. I bought this book. I'm gonna try and read this. If I like it, I'm probably gonna read every one of these books every month going forward. besides Halloween, October, because that's strictly gonna be horror. I am so hyped. You guys have no idea. But anyways, Red Rising. I don't know anything about it besides a lot of people say it's like Hunger Games, which is fine, I guess, because I like the Hunger Games a lot. Well, I like the first book. Second book was okay. Third book was just, I don't know. I don't want to get into Hunger Game talk, but anyways. So yeah, I am going to be reading this, and then if I like this, I'm going to buy The Golden Sun and Morning Star next, and then we'll go from there. All I hear is like the first trilogy is really good, and then the other books are hit or miss for people, but then I hear other people say how good it is, so I don't know yet, but I'm looking forward to actually checking out and seeing what the hype is all about. And I watched a couple interviews with Pierce Brown, and he just seems like a really cool, genuine guy. So it makes me like want to read his books because, like I say, he just seems like a really good person. So it's hard not to want to read and support this author, you know? So yeah, anyways, Red Rising. I am actually excited for this one. All right, so the next book, I have 2 books left. Now this book I'm pretty excited to get into because I bought it a while ago, and the second book came out I think last year, and then the third book and final book of the trilogy is actually out, just came out earlier this month, and I didn't buy it. I didn't buy the second book either. You know, I'm trying to stop being toxic with buying these series and thinking, oh, I'm gonna read them, and then I don't, or I don't like the first book, and then I just never read them. Anyways, and that is The Pariah. This cover alone sold me, so that's why I bought it. I just never read it, and I hear nothing but good things about it, and that's why I'm like, man, I really want to check this out. And if I really like this, I'm definitely gonna buy the second book, and then if I like the second book, I'll buy the third book, and I can't wait. I'm actually really excited. This is one of my more excited, my more excited books to read this year. I don't know anything about it. I just love the cover. I think it's so cool. It makes me feel like it's like Assassin's Creed, and that's what I really like about it. And like I said, I don't know anything about this book. That's why I don't try to look into what these books are about, because that takes away the fun, personally. But yes, this book, I'm so excited to try it and just see what it's all about, and I can't wait to post a review and talk about it with you guys. So the last book is a self-published book. Like I said, my goal every month is to read one self-published book and review it, because I think indie authors write some really good stuff too. This is one of my friends. Her name is Michelle Piper. Check her out on Instagram. And she sent me a book called Price of Innocence. She even signed it because I kind of harassed her about getting a copy of this. Anyways, this is going to be my indie book of the month, and I'm actually pretty excited to read it, try it out, and see what it's all about. I don't know anything it's about, and I kind of want to do that. I want to go in there thinking no idea what it's about, and then I'll give it an honest opinion, and I will post reviews of this on Goodreads and Amazon. Follow me on Goodreads too, because I want to have more friends on Goodreads. Why not? But yes, this is my self-pub book of the month. If you guys want to check it out on Amazon or wherever else she's selling it. So that is my August TBR, and you know, it's not a giant TBR. It's only 6 books, not bad. Most of them are pretty small books, so that's a plus in my book. But comment down below, let me know what you guys are reading for the month of August. Tell me if you're reading any of these books, and make sure you guys follow all my socials down below. Check out my books. They are also on Amazon. They're actually free right now. You guys can go check them out if you want. Leave a review of them if you guys want. That's up to you. And follow me on Instagram. You guys can check out what I post on there. I post a lot of book reviews on my book page, and my main page I post some book stuff on there. But if you guys ever want to do any read-alongs, make sure you guys, DM me, and I'll love to do some read-alongs. But of course, make sure you guys stay safe, stay hungry, and tell someone you love them. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.